Good morning. How do you build your food supply on budget? Well, we are going to share how we stock up on grocery staples within our budget. And for our household, our monthly budget is $300 a month, including $150 for food staples and non-food staples like toilet paper, for instance, and $60 for fruits and $90 for meat. Well, if you are trying to have more than 1 week of groceries on hand in the comfort of your home, and you have a small budget to work with, it is good to use cash for your groceries. That way, when you purchase things on sale, you don't go over the amount you plan on spending on your groceries. So when you take groceries out, in our instance, we take money out for the whole month. If you get paid every 2 weeks or every week and you like to budget by week, you can do that, but we budget for the month, so I'm going to use that to share our experience. So you can take your cash out and have it on hand. So at the beginning of your spending, you can have a grocery list. What I would suggest is list the main ingredients that you cook with. You can use a spreadsheet to do that, or you can just use a sample paper to do that. List them down, and when you have time, you can go to the grocery store. Maybe now may not be the right time, but when you can, go to your grocery store where you shop at and put the price down for those ingredients. Then after that, every time you wanted to shop for the week or for 2 weeks or for the month, you list down what you intend to purchase, and then you use your price that you record from your grocery store next to them and calculate how much it's going to cost you to purchase those items. And then you have an idea how much of your grocery budget you wanted to spend that month. So if the total is more than what you intend to spend, then you adjust the quantity you have on your spreadsheet or on your paper, so that at the end your total is within your budget. You do that before you even step outside to go shopping. I used to do that in the past, but last year 2020 and this year I have not really done that, but I got into that habit that I don't do that anymore. But we do take cash out for our groceries. That way I know that once I spend all of that, I'm done spending for groceries. But I try to spend less so that I have enough put on the side for when things goes on sale, I can purchase them. So when you have your grocery list, look at the one you purchase that you don't usually see on sale and separate that from the one that times to times goes on sale. So things that goes on sale, you need to save for them. And you don't need to increase your grocery budget for that. Everything has to be within your grocery budget. So that means every month when you purchase groceries, you have to keep in mind, maybe put $10 on the side or $20 on the side for those type of items that will go on sale. So every month you can think about items on your list that could go on sale that month. And if there are some that you are sure about, you can put $10 on the side for it. And if they don't go on sale, then that $10 remains, and then you add it to the next month, saving that you'll have as well. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is every month you can think about birthday and holiday that you might have to cook for during that month, and budget that when you are doing your grocery list. So things that goes on sale in your grocery, among your staples, when you purchase them on sale, you don't pay full price for it. That allows you to have enough to spend on your grocery staples that won't go on sale, and purchase more of those. So at the beginning, you can just start. For the month, you will have sales. You spend on your sales items and you stock up on those. And for the month you don't have those sales, you have enough left in your grocery budget. You spend it on grocery staples that you don't find on sale, and you stock up on those. So how do you know how many of one item you should have on hand? It depends on how many months you want it to stock up for. If you want to have enough for 1 month, then ask yourself, how many of that item do you use in a week? So if you use 1 a week, so that means you need 4 on hand to have enough for 1 month. You just do that for every single item, and little by little you will have enough grocery staples on hand in your home for 1 month. And then you just continue it. Sometimes you might have 1 item enough at home for 1 year, because if you use 1 a week, you need 52. So that's just a simple way of deciding how many you need to stock up on, especially for things that goes on sale once a year. That's one way to do that. And over time, you will see throughout the year if you use it or not. So you will face instances that things will expire on you. That's just a learning experience. And then you know that next time you won't buy as much, or you didn't use it, or you don't use those things anymore. So there is a learning experience that you'll go through until over time you narrow your groceries to, you simplify your staples to the bare minimum that you need. So I'm just going to show you what we purchased this month, and we will continue talking. So we took money out for November, and chocolate chips went on sale. So we purchased them. They are in the bag. I will take them out. And we purchased flowers, unbleached flowers. We have not purchased unbleached flowers since 2020, when they became rare at the grocery store we purchased them at, and we switched to bleach flower, the big bag, 25-pound bag. But when I asked my husband to purchase them this time, they were out of it. So but he noticed that they have unbleached flower, and he purchased them. So we do have those cookies. We purchased them last month. Take this out of the way. And they are cookies we get probably last month or the month before. I think that'll be last month, October, or end of, yeah, I think October. So that's a cookie we purchased from Aldi, and usually we find it around fall, and they don't last in the store. So when my husband went there for some shopping and he found it, he purchased about maybe $100 worth. I think they cost a little bit less than $3, and I like them because they are not too sweet. So we purchased, and this was full. He purchased 2 boxes of them. And what I've been doing, because we ate about half of it, what I've been doing is in the morning when I don't have time to serve breakfast to the kids, I will just open one and put it in their bowls and serve them kefir. And we have kefir, homemade kefir. I do not add sugar to the kefir. And they eat the cookies and the kefir. So you won't be able to see the culture, but that's the culture that I have milk on top, and I have it in my fridge. We purchased milk last month, 2 gallons, and they were about to go to expire, and I took the kefir out and I pretty much have it out, add milk, and every 24 hours I will strain it, and I have a lot of milk, like fermented milk on hand, and I will serve it with the cookie. So now that I used all that milk, in fact it expired by the time I was done, my husband purchased another 2 gallons, and I put a fresh one on the kefir, and I put the kefir back in the fridge because the milk is not going to expire anytime soon. So those are the kefirs. Now they are not sweetened. So that's one way to, and this one is 24th of November, that will expire. So that's one way to reuse our milk when it's about to expire, because my children, we stock up on cereals, and they told me they don't want to eat cereals. So times they will eat it, times they will say they don't want cereals. So that's the reason why we are not going through the milks much. And then when it's about to expire, I will just ferment the milk so that they can last longer. And then we have fermented probiotic drink, a healthy drink to use. And for this month, I start giving it to them without adding sugar to it, and they have been taking it without problem. In the past, I have put sugar to it, and kefir can take a lot of sugar because it's sour. But I'm trying to use it without sugar so that we can develop a taste for it. And having those cookies on hand is one way it can be used. And they're pretty much like holidays cookies. But that's one way we stock up on those snacks as well. Last year, a little bit before fall, when we have a storm here that put us out of power for a week, I had to use the snacks that I have on hand to serve the kids breakfast and lunch. And then I'll cook evening outside, because we couldn't open our freezer to take things out. We have to rely on our canned good, our garden, and our dry staples to cook, and then our snacks for breakfast and lunch. So it is good to have those things on hand. And during that time, grocery store didn't have electricity either. They couldn't, like, their cashier drawer couldn't open, why, I'm not sure, but those things are electronics now, are computer based. Therefore, they won't sell to customers even if they have cash. We wanted to buy charcoal and we couldn't, even though we have cash. Therefore, I use wood from the properties to make fire and cook on top of it. So we have the cookies that we purchased last month, and this month I will try to stock up on sugar, because I ran out of sugar. At least I thought I ran out of sugar, and I've been serving kefir without sugar, and I've been using syrup, apple. This one is pear honey, but I canned them in 2016, and we have now used them all. So I have been using them because I didn't have sugar. But after we purchased them, I noticed that I have one on hand that I didn't find. So what I like to do is, if this sugar will last 3 months, for instance, when I open it, I like to have one that I didn't open on hand. So when my husband purchased them, I open one and I have it already put in the container, and I have this one that I have not opened. And we'll put them away. They are not going to stay here. And the same thing will go with this crushed paper. He purchased one and asked me to purchase another one. So we have two. And I have to say that's the only spice that I purchased these days. So when I open one, I'll have one on hand that I won't open. So if one can last 2-3 months, then I have up to 6 months. But when I open one is on hand, and then when I open it, I will purchase another one to put behind it. That's one way to do it. If you don't have enough to stock up for the whole year, you can have one that you will use and have another one that is sealed, and when you open it, you know that that's a clue to add it to the grocery list to purchase next time. Another things we purchase is peanut oil, and that's 3 gallons of peanut oil. That's the oil we use for cooking. And while we have this one that we just purchased, we have one that we have been using already, and that's the remaining. So I like to have one on hand that is not open, so that I know that I'm not going to run out of oil. But again, if I run out of oil when I bake meat, I can use the fat from the meat. So that's the oil. And we like to simplify our groceries so that we don't have like different type of cooking oil. Only one, peanut oil. And for raw eating, you can have olive oil, extra virgin cold pressed olive oil for raw eating like salad, and have one type of oil for cooking and frying as well. We apply the same principle for tomato puree. So I like to have tomato puree on hand, and it has not been easy to find enough at the grocery store. We purchase them from Walmart, and it's about maybe 82 to 92 cents. It's 29 ounces, and I like it because it does not have a lot of ingredient in it, but just tomato pulp. And that's the only canned tomato I purchase. Do not even purchase fresh tomato. If I don't grow it, I don't use it, unless it's on sale. I wanted to use it for something. I just purchase tomato puree, the only canned tomato that I purchase. We can make soup, we can make pizza sauce, we can make spaghetti sauce, anything tomato based we'll cook. I use tomato puree. So that's one way to simplify our grocery staples. Only one tomato puree, only one can of tomato type to have. So we purchase, that's a one here, and that's the second one. And sometimes I'll put it in the basement, and sometimes I'll just put it in our I'll just put it here. So that goes there. And that's what those are there for. So when I look and I don't see much there, I know that I'm running low. I need to stock up. And this time I don't have any. So now let's move to our chocolate chips. Last year when we stock up on chocolate chips, we used it until this week. I used the rest to make sheet pancake. That's what we use our chocolate chips for. We use it to make sheet pancake as dinner once a week. And last year my husband purchased them, and he has peanut butter one, and milk one, and semi-sweet. The kids didn't like the peanut butter one. It was the first time we purchased it. They didn't like it in the chocolate, in the pancake. So, and this time I just told him to purchase the semi-sweet only. So from 3 varieties to 1, simple. And I told him if they have the mini, to use it, because the mini can spread out quite a bit in the things when you use just a little bit. But they didn't have it, so he purchased just this regular size one. Okay. And how do I know how many we need? Well, I'll just say to myself, if we use half of it a week, that means for 52 weeks we need about 26. 52 divided by 2. So, but I think I asked him, I didn't really give him a lot of instructions, so, but I told him that we'll buy at least 24, but I think he ended up purchasing about 25, I think. They were 99 cents a pound. We don't use coupon, we just use our grocery ad. They send, not the grocery, yeah, I'll call it grocery ad. Grocery papers comes in the mail every week. So we just go through it to see what is on sale that week. And if that's something we use, we stock up. And we know that chocolate goes on sale about once a year around fall, and when we find it, we just stock up for the year. So that's one way to stock up for the year for those items that you will see only once or twice a year on sale. And when we are out of it, we just don't use it. And we could purchase more, because sometimes we can make chocolate chips cookie, or we'll add a little bit in milk to make chocolate milk pudding. But again, we don't make chocolate chips, we don't make sheet pancake every single week. Once in a while I won't make it because we may not have milk on hand or things like that, or I don't feel like making it. So that starts right there. And you can see I think it's 99 cents. And he got 25. If I'm showing it well, he got 25. So I'm not even going to put them in that. Let's just wait. And you can pay attention to the expiration date. Usually they will have about the same expiration date, and they say October 30th, 2022. What I do is, they just stay, they don't go in the freezer, they just stay in the drawer. And when I open it, I use half, I will tie the rest and I can put it in the freezer so that ants don't go in it. Otherwise, when I tie, I can put it back in the cabinet. In what I've been storing them just fine as well. And that's 12 ounces. And that's the store brand. And as for the bags, we keep them to use them as trash bags. We do not purchase trash bags. I don't recall grocery receipts anymore because I know that I will just spend the dollar amount that I have on hand and that's it. So we have the flour, but we'll purchase more. I'm just going to put it down. I'm going to use the bag on the floor. And I do the same thing for the flour. I just ask myself how many I need for the month and see if I can have 1 or 2 months on hand. And for the flour, we use it for sourdough pizza, sourdough bread. Therefore, we need flour on hand. And flour is something that does not go on sale for us, especially the one we use. And they cost about $1.56 for 5-pound bag. So those 5 cost us $7 to after discount. So that is the groceries that we purchase. Avocado went on sale during the week and my husband purchased them, I believe 69 cents each. And when they are not on sale, I don't buy them. But when they are on sale, I will buy it and I will just let it ripe and we can use it for salad. So I just have it on the counter. But yes, that's how we build our food supply on budget, working with our monthly grocery budgets. And we just try not to go over that budget. And for things that won't go on sale, like the sugar, the oil, the tomato puree, the flour, the chili pepper, I will just try to see what I have on hand, what I need to replenish, and work from there. And things that will go on sale, the month they will go on sale, I will focus my grocery budget on those items more. And the month that I don't see grocery staples on sale, I will focus on staples that do not go on sale to replenish my stock for those. That's how I do it. This month, I'm hoping potato will go on sale. Potato is something I only buy when it's on sale. Therefore, during the year, I have not purchased potato since we ran out of the one we purchased on sale last year. So I'm hoping it'll go on sale and I put $10 on the side so that I can stock up. Potato can go on sale multiple weeks during fall and winter. So I'm hoping I'll be able to stock up again on potato and I keep them in the basement. So that's one way to build your full supply on a budget. Just know your budget and work with that so that when it is sales time, you do not go over your budget and spend money that you didn't plan on spending. Work with your budget. Know how much it costs you to purchase your groceries and work with that. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Afiavi Odrune Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, ninasoap.com, our blog. And we do have our natural product store, ninassoap.com, our custom apparels, liberlabel.com, our digital product store, liberdownload.com, and resale store, liberoutlets.com. Thank you so much for watching our videos. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your comments. And we thank you very much, you all that subscribe to our channel. If you are making a lot of money or not, either way, you don't have to spend it all every month. Make sure you lower your expenses so that you live within your budget, and use the rest of your income to invest or to start your business so that you put your money to work. Our channel, our contents are about different ways you can save money, different ways you can make money so that you reach your financial independence. If you are an employee, you don't need your employer income or the income you earn from your job to feed your family. To us, that's one way you reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on your job to provide for your family. Thank you so much for your time.